The Perth countryside provided the backdrop for a Scottish Cup tie with an extra edge. The home team St Johnstone played neighbours Forfar in what was also a local derby. And it was St Johnstone who made the better start. Number 7, Steve Maskery, forcing ex-Rangers goalie Stuart Kennedy to make his first save of the day. Kennedy now in his 9th season with Forfar. But it was a defensive error by Saints in the 10th minute which gave Forfar an unexpected lead in what was really their first foray downfield. Kenny Ward here took advantage of a defensive error to slot it past the keeper and make it 1-0 Forfar. Kenny Thompson's tentative back pass leaving keeper Blavich with just too much to do. The rest of the half saw some concerted pressure from St Johnstone, culminating in this chance a minute from the interval. McVicker's free kick off the post from striker Steve Maskery. But in the second half, Saints were rewarded in the 51st minute with a well-taken goal from Steve Maskery. This McVicker cross laid off by John Irvin and Maskery's shot leaving Kennedy for dead. 1 each. But Forfar did have their chances in the second half too. This Steve Clark shot was eventually saved by Blavich, who just got fingers to it. But when Saints brought on Sammy Johnstone for John Irvin, they began to string more attacks together. This long throw-in from Don McVicker and Grant Jenkins' shot was eventually smothered by Stuart Kennedy. Then a long shot from McVicker again. Kennedy had to look lively. Forfar were now weakening and they couldn't really take their chances. This run from substitute John Clark crossed for Gary White, but he failed to put it away. And Clark missed the rebound. And St Johnstone, though, were gradually looking stronger. Sammy Johnstone to Don McVicker, his cross to Roddy Grant, whose shot was eventually deflected wide. Another attack saw the Forfar defence in a real tangle. It was Stuart Kennedy's foot this time which denied Steve Maskery his second goal. Another promising breakaway saw Maskery link with Johnson, and Roddy Grant's shot is eventually well wide. But Saints' pressure did finally pay off 9 minutes from time. Maskery the architect, a pass from Sammy Johnstone, and Maskery ran in behind Grant to score. St Johnstone's top scorer, his second of the match, his 13th of the season, 2-1. And Sammy Johnstone could have made it 3-1 with only 4 minutes to go. His shot brought out a brilliant reflex save from Stuart Kennedy. Full time and a 2-1 win for St Johnstone. 2 goals and Man of the Match award to Steve Maskery. St Johnstone through to the quarter-finals of the Scottish Cup for the first time in 21